Good morning, thriving warriors. Boom. It's kind of larger today than normal. The sun's coming up. I got to do that. Light. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. What is the date?
It's Saturday, March 18th, 2023.
Okay, Google. What time is it?
It's 6:33 a.m.
Great. Okay, Google. What is the weather?
It's 45 and clear. Today, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 67 and a low of 45.
Okay, so 22-degree temperature swing. All right, so here we are at Career Services. Once again, our goal is to help you on the journey to successful, and life is a journey. It's not a sprint, not a marathon. It is a journey, which means it's full of all emotions: fear, uncertainty, doubt, excitement, boredom, ennui, intrigue, mystery, all of the stuff that's there. It's a journey of your life. The goal is to make the most of it. And we're here to help you do that. We do it with a series of breadcrumbs, like 18, 19 breadcrumbs. This is the first one, this morning video, this 15-minute-ish video that I try to get down to closer to 10 minutes. Good morning, Diana. But down below in the description, please subscribe, some thumbs up, click on the bell, share the thing. You know the thing. Sure, do that. We have breadcrumbs to other services like our online course, our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. We have a link to the motivational video I watched, which today, once again, is particularly good. There's a lot of stuff in it, including our daily theme. Okay. Taking notes right now. We also have Jordan Peterson, Daily Stoic, Jack Rowland, Baraka Church, Seth Godin, transcript of Seth Godin's daily blog. We have a list of services we provide our members, which includes housing, clothing, food, hygiene, transportation, skills training, foundational employment, and career planning. Let's see. Yeah, that's all the stuff down below. So please take advantage of that. Don't just watch this 15-minute video. The real power, the real stuff, the breadcrumbs are down below in the description. All right, then, let's get ready to go. Strap on our virtual metaphorical seatbelt. Get ready to rumble. We start every day with our coffee. This is just part of our routine to activate our neurocircuitry. As always, my coffee contains coconut oil. I think Charlene's does too, or Diana. Yeah, but well, Charlene doesn't drink coffee. But Diana, do you have coconut oil in your thing, in your coffee? Cheers. All right, we have that. Pen, paper, as you cannot. You're not going to remember it if you don't write it down. You got to make a commitment to moving forward in life. It's just not going to happen. You put in the work and you get the results. You plant and then you reap. You sow and then you reap. You plant and then you harvest, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so what is our theme of today? So every day we have a breadcrumb, another breadcrumb, bleep, along the road. Is the thing of it's simple. You want to get from point A to point B. You want to move forward in your journey towards successful. It's simple. Love what you do. So it's in today's motivational video. Love what you do as opposed to do what you love. It's the story. So it's Seth Godin in there talking about this concept. Loving what you do rather than doing what you love. Two people could be plumbers. Let's say there are two plumbers. One of them loves being a plumber. The other wishes he was an opera singer. It's just the story in our head that defines whether we love it or not. So decide to love what you do. Epictetus said, if you're going to be a slave, be a good slave. Just whatever you do it to your best. And here at the Oasis, we have two rules. Always do your best and always do what we ask you to do. That's it. If we ask you to do something, don't worry, it won't be illegal, unethical, immoral, or you can't do it. I'm not going to ask you to do that. You might think you can't do it, but we know you can. That's why we're asking you to do it. So just do it. All right. That's our theme. Now we move on to our attitude of gratitude. So write down in your books, I am so happy and grateful now that blank. I am so happy and grateful now that blank. Okay, now we ask ourselves the question, what am I so happy and grateful for now? What's going on in my life that I'm happy and grateful for now? It could be as simple as I'm alive. I'm here. I'm with our tribe of people watching this live. So Diana and Charlene and the people who watch live, participate live on a daily basis should take some pride, because the hundreds and then thousands of people who watch this after, not live, who watch it not live, can see the interaction of Diana and Charlene. So in it too, their names shall be remembered. All righty. Okay, what am I happy and grateful for? I learned this from Andrew Haberman, Professor Haberman, that if you cover your eyes, your system changes to inward directed when you can't see. Outward, you don't have stuff streaming in, you cover your eyes so you can't see, and boom, things go in. So that's why it works when you close your eyes. I do it driving all the time when I get into a scary situation. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm planning to go see the Jesus Revival today. I'm going down to Vegas. Jeff is coming up here to get furniture. I'm going to Vegas. Some stuff I got to get done down there. So, next. Okay, next thing on our hit parade. Our TED Talk. So this week, outside my school-sized kingdom, on our journey to Successville, what do we need? We need to have other people helping us. We can't get to Successville on our own. We need other people's help. So we've been working on this all week, starting with David Logan. You know, where do you find the people to get in my car to help me to get to Successville? One thing is join tribe, nudge forward. Join a tribe. Tribe has people with similar interest in you, and then nudge it forward. Next, day 2, Seth Godin. Well, how do we nudge? So we learned Seth Godin's 4-step formula on how to nudge, tell a compelling story, find something to change, tell a compelling story, connect the true believers, ignore the non-true believers, and then lead them. The next day, we learned the key thing was, well, how do you tell a compelling story? So Simon Sinek told us how to tell a compelling story. And that story starts with why we need, that story is about, that story is why we need to change the status quo. That's what that story is. Why we need to change the status quo. Next, not how we're going to change it, not what we're going to change, why we need to change it. And then you go into Seth Godin's step number 3, connect the true believers. After you finish the compelling story, you say, who's coming with me? And that's in today's video, Jerry McGuire, the fish scene, who's coming with me? And you'll see in that he did not tell a compelling story. He He told a very uncompelling story. He told a story where people were like, oh, no, I'm not going to go with you. And that's exactly what happened. So you got to tell a compelling story. All right. Then the next day, yesterday, we had Thursday, we had David Phillips talking about the story before the story. So now in our elegant equation, bonding, adding value, and asking, David Phillips is up here on the bonding, the story before the story. This is a story just to activate the neurotransmitters that you want people to feel when you add value. Okay, I can't go into more depth on that because we're at 11 minutes now. And then yesterday was Derek Sivers demonstrating how it works in action. A 3-minute movement was created. A movement was created in 3 minutes with a whole bunch of people following the Seth Godin formula, started by David Logan, where it starts with being in a tribe. And then this is about nudging it forward, telling a compelling story, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Today is Jerry McGuire demonstrating how to not tell a compelling story. Okay, good. That's our TED Talk. How about Seth Godin? What does Seth have to tell us today? This is once again on AI. So Seth in the last 3-4 weeks has been putting a lot of energy into AI. The gap between impossible and normal. So there's what's impossible and what's normal. Okay, we do this every day. What's impossible, there's a gap between those. And it starts with, it keeps getting shorter and shorter. This video couldn't have been made at any price 18 months ago. 18 weeks ago, it would have required 1,000 hours of work. Now here it is. The impossible is going to happen faster and faster. So this is probably something made in 18 seconds or less than 1,000, way less than 1,000 hours. Okay, that's it for Seth. Thank you, Seth. Helped save some time here. Okay, next on our hit parade is our fable. Today's fable is the fox and the goat. The fox and the goat. A fox fell into a well, and though it was not very deep, he found that he could not get out again. After he had been in the well a long time, a thirsty goat came by. The goat thought the fox had gone down to drink, and so he asked if the water was good. The finest in the whole country, said the crafty fox. Jump in and try it. There's more than enough for both of us. The thirsty goat immediately jumped in and began to drink. The fox just as quickly jumped on the goat's back and leaped from the tip of the goat's horns out of the well. The foolish goat now saw what a plight it had gotten into and begged the fox to help him out, but the fox was already on his way to the woods. If you had as much sense as you have beard, old fellow, he said as he ran, you would have been more cautious about finding a way to get out again before you jumped in. Moral of the story is look before you leap. Okay, so what do we have? Break it down. We have this story of a not good fox, conniving, deceitful, unwilling to help others, willing to take advantage of others, tricks the goat into jumping into the well, and then doesn't even have the courtesy to help the goat get out, working together. So, here's what I say to you. Trust but verify. That's from Ronald Reagan. Trust but verify. Don't blindly trust strangers. So the goat should not have blindly trusted the fox. Wait a second. How am I going to get out? Well, the water's good. Maybe there's a way we can work together. Hey, good system. Maybe there's a way we can work together to both get what we want. Again, it's not a zero-sum game, not binary. It's not binary. We can both win. Try to find the win. Okay. The fox could have asked for help rather than use deceit. Hey, the water down here is great. but I can't get out. Help me get out, and I'll help you get water. Fox could have helped the goat, and the goat could have helped the fox. Now you have one person happy and the other person unhappy. Unhappy. Okay, great. So that's that. Back to where we are. So now we're down to the final stretch, 15 minutes and 30 seconds in. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning. Good morning. So let's see. Table, craftsman. You're the craftsman building a table of your life, and upon that table, you will put the accomplishments that you have made. And when you're gone, what's left is the table with the accomplishments. It's not all gone, as it is for most people. This is a better approach. Nietzsche said we paint our own portrait, and at the end, all that's left is the portrait. But I think a table is a better metaphor. We get to build a table, put our accomplishments on. So when you build a table, what do we want? A table large enough to hold the accomplishments we can obtain. And we want a table strong enough to carry those accomplishments. Our table is built on 4 legs. Good morning, Greg. Good morning. Good to see both of you here. It's always a pleasure to have the dynamic duo of Jeff and Greg. Not Batman and Robin, not, let's see, Harry Potter and who is it? Who's the guy? The red-haired guy? Well, not that. This is the dynamic duo. Making things happen. We are headed out within half hour. Good. Are you going to Rain Man first? All right, so finishing up table, 4 legs, physical leg, which is fitness and health, mental leg, learning, remembering, communicating, emotional leg. If you can't control your emotions, don't worry, somebody else will. And they'll probably take you out of the game. 4th leg, spiritual, belief in Christian Jesus is the Messiah. And it's good for several reasons, one of which is we live in a Christian world, so the better you understand Christians, the better Christians will understand you, and thus the more likely you are to be successful on your journey. And let's see, with that, Navy SEAL Maxim, Diana, if you're still there, Diana, Navy SEAL Maxim, what's one way to get from point A to point B? Yes, act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Get a little bit more comfortable being uncomfortable, embrace the suck, etc. Be more samurai, do things as karate chop chop, as perfectly as possible given the time and resources you have. Finally, last breadcrumb, if you're still here, that means God isn't through with you yet. Focus on having a life of meaning and purpose, where meaning is act such that everything you do matters, and purpose is service to others. And with that, thank you, Diana, and cut.